I'm bored. So I played some Tekkit again. So I got in and completely forgot what I was doing. I remembered that I had a Klein Star charging, so I went to check it out. What the fuck? It's empty? To reference, I was quite tired. Anyway, to solve the issue, I decided to spend some materials to make some more EMC. Because I remembered the relays can turn materials into energy, which they then put into whatever they're charging. Because I made the star to power some dark matter tools to make some macerators. No, wait, to make the macerator room. I got sleep. I'm not sleep deprived at all. But to do this, I had to sell some materials. Bye-bye diamonds, bye-bye dark matter, bye-bye shit. Wait, how much energy do these tools actually use? So I thought I may as well start making the room. And I took the star out of the relay and went down to the quarry room. And then realised the quarry was done. So I decided to start another one. So I started digging, then found something interesting. The quarry room wasn't as deep as I thought it was. I may have found the beekeeper's room. Oops. So I filled the space and started making some space in a different place to make the macerator room. Then I remembered that I'm almost at the surface. So I dug down in what's left of my brain and realised I can dig down. So I dug down and started to carve out space for the macerators. Then at some point I decided to move the quarry. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember what happened between me going to dig out the quarry, dig out the macerator room, to then moving the quarry. I don't, blank space. No logic left in that space. All I remember is at some point I started digging out the space for it. So I moved the quarry. Sounds simple, right? Wrong, and here's why. I used a dark matter hammer, which, by the way, this thing is better than a quarry. Like, you put it to max power, it digs faster. You can get down to bedrock faster than a quarry, and it's like all the stuff just drops in inventory instantly. Which those in the front may start asking the question: then why keep the quarry? Why not just keep digging with the dark matter hammer to get what you need? Well, the answer is quite simple. Quarries are passive. I don't need to do it. And all I need to do, I just need to place it, put some interest nearby it, put some power in a pipe, and then I can walk away. I don't need to do anything. Once I press start, I guess. I don't need to press, I just hit some levers or something. It doesn't matter. The quarries are passive miners. They pump the mined items directly into the sorting system. I don't need to do shit. But when I use the dark matter hammer, my inventory gets full, and I need to go dump that somewhere else. And I don't have a dump chest. I need to sort it. And I need to sort everything. And yeah, at the moment I only have what, 5 double chests and a condenser, but that is so much work I can't be bothered. So we're keeping the quarry for now. If only I had a dump chest. So after moving the quarry to its new spot, I got the outline for the new frame and started to dig around it. God, the dark matter hammer saves so much time. But while I was doing so, I realised I could just place a chest where the quarry was. This gives me my dump chest. Yeah, I had to put a wooden pipe down, but I just leave one of the old engines there, go one block down, put the chest one block there, put the wood pipe where the quarry used to be, and I have a dump chest. Big brain. It's not big brain, it's just common sense at this point. But I guess the question is, why do I need a quarry if I don't have a dump chest? Like, this chest is hooked up to the sorting system. It's where the quarry used to be. It is plugged straight into the sorting system using the same pipe. It don't need to change any settings because it's the same pipe. The engine is still getting powered because it's the same engine. So why would I use another quarry? Well, it's simple. Quarries are still fucking passive. I don't know if you realised, but I use my condenser a lot. I don't need to mine materials for what I'm doing at the moment. What I need is EMC to make what I need. And at the moment, that is fucking Klein Stars, which take a lot of EMC for some reason. But anyway, I hollowed out the space for the new quarry. While doing so, I realised, shit, that's sunlight. Shit, that's sunlight! So yeah, I may have skimmed the surface. And by skimmed, I mean I made a massive hole in the ground. But since I didn't realise till I finished the new space, I had already dumped all the items from the digging into the dump chest. For those in the back who aren't paying attention, that means all the cobblestone, anite, diorite, and dirt that I digged up are now in the condenser. And by in the condenser, I mean they've been processed, turned into coal, and either the energy powering the EMC loop, or I don't know, I've forgotten what else is there. Oh yes, in the condenser making my new Klein Star. I made a bit of a miscalculation here. So I did a bit of mental math. Is it worth it to just fill this entire space again? Or should I just try to cover it up? Because after finding the beekeeper's house, I went to the other side of the old quarry. So that meant I was on the side of the village with no buildings. So I did what any sane person would do. I cut down some trees, made a foundation for a new building. A building I have no plans for, no intention of making before making this foundation. And this new building will probably be left on the list of forgotten tasks. Like, at the moment, I have a plan for how I would want it to be. No, probably just one story above ground and multiple below, using the quarry that's being worked on as we speak. They'll dig down, make more floors. That'll be nice. But the chances of this building ever being made are very small, because as it's almost becoming a recurring theme now, I forget everything as soon as I stop working on a video. Anyway, so after adding another thing to the list of forgotten tasks, I finally got round to plugging the engines up to the quarry's new location. It's the same quarry but new location. But also attaching the output pipe. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, this thing was a bit fiddly. Like, the entire process of making the new location was pretty fine, apart from the fact that the cabling was an issue. Now, this was always going to... I knew this was going to be the issue from the very beginning. Because wires and cables are a pain in the fucking arse. So, the original plan was to hide the pipes under the floor. I'm going to be honest, I think I kind of forgot about the cables, but that's not the discussion we're having right now. The pipes were going to go underground, be hidden under the floor. And I started digging out the hole for it. But then I ran into a slight issue with the cables of the EMC loop were in the way. And as the ones in the front have probably realised, the EMC loop is the main source of energy for my power shed. The EMC loop probably generates more EMC a tick than my entire quarry generated. I'm not gonna damage that loop. So I just dug 100. I dug from where the new quarry is all the way to where the dump chest is. So I took the pipes from the dump chest and pulled them all the way up to the quarry. And I remembered after I did all that work that the quarries only output things from the top of it. They don't put it, to my knowledge, they don't do exfil through any other face of the model, I guess. I don't know. Shut the fuck up. So this caused an issue, as all the smart people have probably realised, because I dug under the floor. Okay, I'm going to be honest, it was a pretty easy solution. I just routed a pipe up and around into the quarry while putting all the cables into the engines through the same tunnel I dug for the pipes. The pipes were still underground for the majority of the time, it's just they came up just before the new room and plugged into the top of the quarry. It's not shitty, I'm going to be honest. It's not the worst thing I've made. I would still argue that the power shed is still significantly worse than whatever sins I've committed here. Because, yeah, that's not shitty what I've done to the power shed or any of the other wire work I've done. But this one's like, the quarry's going to be short term. I know it will be. Because, by episode 7 the first quarry was done. And I've put one more engine to this quarry, so it's going to be even more short term. So with all that, I turned the engines on and the quarry got going. So with that checked off the to-do list, it was time to finish the Macerator room. And don't worry, all the output from the quarry is going above that pipe that's going over and will flow right into the dump chest. That should help prevent any issues, because I won't have to add any more pipes to that diamond pipe, because I spent a lot of time trying to figure out where to put the new pipe. And I realised I don't need to put new pipe into that, I can just pipe into one of the old pipes. So it requires piping into the dump chest, and that'll just cause one smooth transition from the quarry and the stuff I'm dumping from my inventory, because they're all being added at the same time, instead of at 2 different points and then messing up the system, having to add more like iron pipes or other technical pipes. I know I'm rich enough at this point where I can do whatever I want, but complexity isn't always the great solution, especially when it comes to pipes. Basic, simple pipes, always better than complex pipes, most of the time. I'm going to regret saying that in a couple episodes, I bet. But anyway, to the Macerator room. Fuck me. So, up we went. I had a quick look at the room I had created. It was pretty shit, but I counted how much ore we have at the moment, and kind of figured out the space we have, and I estimated I can fit 7 Macerators in. And also, we need 7 Macerators. So, I went away and I made them. While gathering the items I needed to make these machines, I came to a devastating conclusion. I need to digitize all of this. This is such a mess. I need to sort all this out. Another thing to add to the list of forgotten tasks. But anyway, I started crafting the macerators and checked the condenser to find I had finally made enough vias or vars or whatever they're called. I am sorry, I can't pronounce any other language apart from English somewhat. But I had enough vias to make the next stage in the Klein Stars, the Star Sphere. Woo, I got the next tier. Wait, how much is its EMC? Anyway, I used the condenser to get all the things I needed to make the 7 macerators. Wait, I got 8? Never mind, I got 8 macerators. Maths is not my strong suit. So I went up to the macerators. So I set up the macerators. I know I didn't have the electric furnaces, but that's something for next time, because I don't have enough things to do next time. But with all that, I placed macerators in the room, set up some pipes and some cables, as well as some engines for the exporting to the electric furnaces, if I ever make them. But I did realise after I set up a few of them that the output pipes for the electric furnaces would be a pain to set up, and that the room was far too small for what I needed. I think I only fit in like 3 or 4 compressors. What the fuck is a compressor? I meant macerator. What the fuck is wrong with me? Anyway, it's too small. Oh well, I guess the macerator room is something for another day, because, look, I'm gonna be honest, I'm getting kind of bored. Like, it was like 7 in the morning, and I was like, shit, I'm going to forget to finish macerator room. So I left a couple notes for myself, because I always listen to past me. So I ended the session by leaving some notes for future me.